Hello hedgehogs and squirrels. I'm going to be reading you a story today that is linked to our learning for this week. And I am very excited about this story because it is the fourth one in a set and it's new. And we've already read the other three stories, so I think you're going to enjoy this one too. So have a think. What stories do you think I'm talking about? I'll show you. So the first one in the set is What the Ladybird Heard. And the second one is What the Ladybird Heard Next. The third one is What the Ladybird Heard on Holiday. And now there's a new one called What the Ladybird Heard at the Seaside. So I'm very excited to read this with you. So as we've been learning all about under the sea creatures and pirates and mermaids, I thought this story fitted in really well with our learning. So if you have a look at our book, you can see that there's some different characters in this story. So in the first two books, we've got our friend the ladybird, and we've got all the animals on the farm. And in the third book, the ladybird went to London and she went to London Zoo. So there's lots of characters from London Zoo. And in this story, it looks like there's lots of characters you might find at the seaside. But who's this on the hill? Lanky Len and Hefty Hugh are back. Do you think they're going to cause even more mischief again? We'll have to find out what happens. So our author and our illustrator of this story are the same as our other three stories. Can you remember who they are? So the author is Julia Donaldson and the illustrator is Lydia Monk. So very well done if you remembered those. So let's see what happens in this story. Oh, look. So as you open it up, there's Lanky Len and Hefty Hugh in their camper van. It looks like they're ready for their holidays and their swimming costumes. 1 July, when the sun was high, the ladybird took to the clear blue sky. She spread her wings in the summer breeze and flew over farms and fields and trees. She flew and she flew as fast as could be, till at last she came to the deep salt sea. And the sea lion roared and the seagull shrieked. The mermaid sang and the dolphin squeaked. The crab went snap and the shark went gnash. The whale's grey tail made a mighty splash. The dogfish barked and the catfish purred. But the ladybird said never a word. But the ladybird saw and the ladybird heard. What do you think she's going to see? I wonder. If you look up on this cliff here, you can see the lighthouse. And whose camper van is that? Oh, I hope it's not those pesky robbers back again. She saw two men in a camper van with swimming trunks and a cunning plan. They were Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, up to their wicked ways again. Said Lanky Len to Hefty Hugh, I tell you what we're going to do. We'll lie in wait till it's 12 o'clock. Then swim out to the mermaid's rock. The mermaid's hair is very long. She combs it while she sings her song. But when it's night and she's fast asleep, then tiptoe onto her rock we'll creep. And snip, 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 we'll cut that hair so very long and very fair. Said Hefty Hugh to Lanky Len, we'll make a lovely wig and then we'll send it to a famous star. Oh, what brilliant, brainy blokes we are. The mermaid's hair will soon grow back, enough to fill another sack. We'll keep on doing it forever. We've hit on something really clever. Oh dear. So, the little spotty ladybird, who hardly ever spoke a word, told the animals what she heard. The sea lion roared and the seagull shrieked. The mermaid wailed and the dolphin squeaked. The crab went snap and the shark went gnash. The whale's grey tail made a mighty splash. And the fish declared, "That wicked pair! We can't let them steal the mermaid's hair." But the ladybird had a good idea, and she whispered into every ear. So in all of our other stories as well, the ladybirds come up with a really good idea to trick the robbers. So what do you think they're going to do this time? So the robbers, Lanky Len and Hefty Hugh, want to swim out and cut off the mermaid's hair when she's sleeping and sell it to make lots of money. So what do you think they're going to do to trick the robbers? Shall we find out? Then the seagull gave a joyful shriek and he fetched some seaweed in his beak. And as the sky was turning red, he dropped it on to the sea lion's head. Then as the sky was turning black, the sea lion climbed onto the whale's humped back. The clock struck 12 and the two bad men, Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, flip-flapped down to the salty sea. It was cold and dark, but they laughed, ha 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 ha, with glee. So if you look out there, there's the mermaid hiding, and here's the sea lion with all that seaweed. Do you think they think that's going to be the mermaid? Let's find out. Then the whale began to sing a song. "That's her," said Hugh. "We can't go wrong." They swam towards the tuneful sound. "She's still awake," said Len and frowned. The singing stopped. They took a peep. Said Hugh, "I think she's gone to sleep." Up they climbed with their big brown sack onto the whale's enormous back. And snip, 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 they started snipping. "This hair," said Hugh, "it's damp and dripping." "What's more," said Len, "it's awfully tough. Our scissors can't be sharp enough." "Then help!" cried Hugh. "This rock is heaving. I think we better both be leaving." But Len replied, "Just one more snip." Then the whale's grey tail gave a great big flip. The thieves fell into the water, splosh! And Hugh said, "Golly!" and Len said, "Gosh!" Then ouch! cried Hugh, and Len yelled, "No!" as the shark bit a flipper and the crab pinched a toe. They swam for their lives and then they ran all the way back to their camper van. "Phew!" said Hugh. "We've had a scare, but at least we've got the mermaid's hair." They opened up the sack and then "It's full of seaweed!" shouted Len. "And tricked again!" said the two bad men. The sea lion roared and the seagull shrieked. The mermaid sang and the dolphin squeaked. The crab went snap and the shark went gnash. The whale's grey tail made a mighty splash. The dogfish barked and the catfish purred. But the ladybird said never a word. So there we go. that is the end of our story. So I hope you enjoyed that. Once again, the ladybird has tricked those pesky robbers from cutting off the lovely mermaid's hair. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the challenges that we set linked to this story. Have a great week, everybody. Take care.